Peace and blessings. Coming to you live from North Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the Preciate podcast. My name is Anthony Calori, aka Ant, aka That Ant, aka Steamship Anthony, aka DJ Funk That Ant, but better known as, you know what I mean, just some guy. Better known as just some guy. It's Wednesday morning, September 21st, 2022. And yeah, we made it halfway through the week. But it's been a week since I've talked to you guys last. And yeah, I had to live a little life, figure some things out. And and what did I find out? The other day I was what was it, not yesterday, but the day before, having a real, hard day. One of them ones. One of them ones. And found myself just being hard on myself, feeling behind. And and also like somebody was gonna blow my head off, you know what I mean? Just weird stuff. Just really weird stuff. And I was stressing all day, and and I had to just ask myself, what the fuck am I stressing about? Um, I have means to provide for myself and my household. Um, I have the resources I need to improve at the things I want to improve at. Um, yeah, I got people who love me and care about me, and vice versa. And you know, yeah, means of transportation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the worst shape I've ever been in, so my health is going all right. And I don't know, man. I could just feel my heart just beating real hard, just like, I don't know. It's like forcing myself into a heart attack. It felt like, and I didn't feel like I was gonna have one, but I was stressing out like crazy. And yeah, I don't know, man. I was just asking myself, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to yourself? Um, yeah. So, you know, um, yeah, I know I'm talking in slow motion right now, but I'm just trying to make sure I say the right shit. I don't want to just, or not the right, but the honest version of what I'm trying to say. Um, I feel like for a lot of people, they've been stressed out for so long and been in some kind of a survival mode, so to speak, that your mind is constantly moving fast and trying to defend you from, getting hurt, what I mean, physically, emotionally. Um, doesn't want you to try so you don't have to give up, or give up so you don't have to try. You know what I mean? You don't want to let yourself down. You just do kind of the bare minimum to get by, pay the bills, be comfortable, and just because you don't want to feel, it's not that you don't want to be successful or anything like that. It's just you get used to like the bare minimum or close to it being enough, and anything outside of that, you really start to stress out because, to you, it feels like no one else understands that you're just trying not to die, or be homeless or go to jail. And while, you know what I mean, while um, in a particular environment and situation, that's very understandable. Eventually you grow up, um, and you move through life realizing that the things that you do are up to you now, and they have been for a while, and nobody's out to get you. No one's coming after you to take your home away or anything like that, or your life away, or your means to provide away. And so you have to accept that all this stress and stuff is kind of your fault, and not in a bad way, because if it's your fault, you have the power to correct it, right? And so it's like if I've tied my shoes in this incredible knot together, right, and I can't take them off, and I can't run in them, you know what I mean? I'm kind of handicapped in that sense. And somebody tells me, it's going to take you like 6 months to untie that. Sometimes you got to, sit the fuck down, and untie that shit. So, um, just so you can move around freely, and not be embarrassed that you're walking around with, your shoes tied together, and also, and then at the same time, also allowing yourself to be egotistical and be like, look at all this shit I'm getting done, all while having my shoes tied, and it's a real trip, and it's a hard thing to maneuver, but um, but it has to be done. I mean, you got to sit the fuck down, and I've had to tell myself that, man, just what is it, man? What is it? What is it that's got you all fucked up, and so the untying of the shoe, I guess, got this nice little metaphor we're working with now, um, is really stopping, like, oh, just the worrying, stopping all the worrying and future planning, and dwelling on the past, um, and just focusing on how can I let this go, this feeling go right now, It's not, I don't want it. I don't want it. I hate myself right now. I hate myself for entertaining this shit. So how do I let this shit go? And then you start to let it go, and then 10 seconds later, you're back on your bullshit, and you're just like, what the fuck, man? How many times I gotta do this shit, And, you know, it, um, yeah, it's just also unnecessary. And I feel myself, kind of tripping on my mortality and the time I have left on Earth, you know what I mean? And I'm only 30 years old, and I don't think that's, uh, I don't think that's, out of the ordinary, but sometimes you let it get to you like you only have a week to live. And if you only had a week to live, I don't think you'd be so concerned, about what you did or didn't become. You'd just be like, okay, but I know I'm going to be here for a long time, and or at least I know I plan to be, and, so there's kind of like this middle ground that I'm trying to find where it's like, well, how do I live like there is no tomorrow, but there's 50 years from now all at the same time, I want to be here till I'm like 80, you know what I mean? That'd be nice. 80 sounds good. I'd be happy with that, And so if that's the case, I got 50 years from now to holy shit, So um So yeah, man. So yeah, moving through traffic like everything is bullshit and people are fucking stupid, and I'm just like, I'm just as dumb as everybody else. Like if they're dumb, I'm definitely dumb. And we're all in this bullshit traffic, all got places to go and kids to raise and you know what I mean, work, all that stuff. I'm just like, man, what kind of motherfucker do I think I am to be upset for real? Like upset. Who gives a shit? Work is gonna get done. I'm gonna get to where I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move around the city like the peaceful warrior that I am, and you know what I mean? Tell these people these are not the drones you're looking for. You know what I mean? I'm not out here trying to be tough guy or Mr. Stressed Out or Mr. Worry or Mr. Get Out of My Way. Like, man, what the fuck? That's not me, man. So just the stress alone has it's been out of control and very self-induced, if that's even a word. Just you know, um, but yeah. But anyway, so it's been a it's been all right. Oh yeah, working on the sheet music still, and yeah, man, it's good exercise. It's There's no cutting corners in wanting to do, um, challenging and difficult things. Um, One of my favorite quotes in the world is, um, "Being great is doing the most difficult of tasks and with the simplest of ease." You know, being great is doing the most difficult task with the simplest of ease. And with that comes thousands and thousands of hours and hard work and practice and rehearsal and discipline and trying and not giving up and being challenged and pushing yourself and learning and applying and learning and applying and practicing some more and listening some more and trying some more and never giving up some more. You know what I mean? So, you know, um, there's a big part of you that wants to be that. And then when you're, faced with the challenge at hand and the thousands of hours at hand, you almost wouldn't be like, you know what, I think I'm just a regular guy, but you don't have to take it so fucking seriously. You know what I mean? Like, you just show up, you just put in the time, and you let it go. You show up, you put in the time, you let it go. You don't have to carry that shit into the shower with you. Like, oh man, I hope I didn't fuck up everything all day long and don't do the same thing tomorrow. Like, no, man, you put in the time, you go to the gym, put in the work, and then you leave the gym. You don't leave the gym, you know what I mean? You put in the work, honestly and seriously, and then you leave it there. You know what I mean? And you focus on what you're gonna put into your body, and then you focus on that. You know, then you eat your meal, whatever it is, and you move on. To the next task, and just taking things one task at a time, one step at a time. I really think is something that's gonna help me because I like to juggle everything, even my own shit. I'm juggling my dreams and my own shit at the same time. Yeah, so I'm trying to put my shit down and you know what I mean, and learn how to put everything down, man. Put the shit in my pocket, take it out when I need to. Um, ain't gotta conquer the world and all that type of shit, man. You just one thing at a time. Want to learn something new? spend that 30 to 45 minutes to an hour doing it. And when you're done, be done. You know, you got to be hard on yourself. Thinking about some shit ain't going to get you nowhere. You know, you can't think your way into being great or good or decent or well rehearsed or practiced or prepared. You know, so you might as well just respect the time that you do put into it, and respect the time that you know, you have for other things like people, you know, and just your life. So, you know, my goal is by Friday, which I'll be driving back to San Jose from Las Vegas. Um, my goal is to let all that shit go, man, and be present when I'm amongst my friends and family. You know, really be home, be there. Don't be worrying about getting back, you know, and, you know, getting back to Vegas anyway. And just allow myself to be present, man, with the people I love and people I care about. And yeah, just stop worrying, you know, stop worrying. One thing at a time and just go for it, you know. So that's the theme of today. Just go for it, but one thing at a time, one thing at a time. You got to conquer the world, man. That ain't what we're doing. Trying to conquer ourselves, you know, and not allow the world to conquer us. You know, we conquer ourselves, we be the master of ourselves, you know, so we're not, you know, just, yeah, you know what the fuck I was trying to say, man. But what's on my agenda for today? Gonna go get a workout in. I got work. I got some shit to take care of with my whip. And yeah, yeah, gonna reach out to some folks, talk to some people over the phone, and you know, I got some practicing to do. I got some transcribing to do, and yeah, and I'm not gonna give up. You know, I'm not gonna give up today, and that's the main thing. I'm not gonna feel guilty today either. Not gonna feel guilty either. Um, you know, I know you and I are at where we're at for a reason. We're at where we're at for um yeah, we didn't get here by accident. You know, we're not gonna get to where we're going next by accident either. So you know, I'm not gonna be afraid today. I'm not gonna be worried today. I'm not gonna stress today. I'm gonna be kind. I'm gonna be helpful. I'm gonna try my best to be humble. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna give respect, right? And and expect it back. You know, command it, demand it, and today's gonna be a good day. Yeah, no matter what, no matter what, today is going to be a good day. So keep going, stay blessed. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.